Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. It really does support the channel. It gives back. It kind of also energy connects the collective. So if you want readings from me, if you want me to tap into your energy, it is like kind of saying yes to giving you a reading, okay? Or tapping into the energy and answering some questions for you. But we're here today to talk about the lunar eclipse that's happening in Scorpio around the 15th and 16th of May 2022. We're going to talk about the energy. We'll pull some cards. I want to get a lot of information out for you guys. Now, I do not do deep advanced astrology. I do it personally for myself, but for my collective, I keep it simple. So if you are looking for exact degrees and all sorts of terminology with astrology, this is not the reading for you. Go to someone who's more advanced. I like to keep all my information simple so that it gets out to more people and more people understand it. A lot of people out there, I can talk in a very high advanced energy and frequency and understanding, but I want everybody to be able to get the information. So I keep it simple. I keep it about energy and transformation that you will go through. So let's look at this. For my collective. Now it's a total lunar eclipse. It's called a blood moon, okay? And blood moon just means the Earth's moon is in a total lunar eclipse, okay? And it brings a color. We'll talk about some other stuff about a blood moon in a minute. But this energy is in Scorpio. So let's talk about that for a minute as well, because this is big. Scorpio is about transformation. Scorpio is about the deep emotional abyss within you, okay? It is the hidden. It is the underworld. It is the toxicity. It is disclosure. It is what's hidden. It is the unseen, the unknown that was so deep and down that you didn't know. It is about disclosure, power, control. Deep and heavy purging and elimination comes because of the depth that Scorpio can go. That's what they're good at, as in to transform you. So as for an emotional energy, this is huge. You might want to see where Scorpio is in your chart as well. If you have Scorpio in there, it's going to maybe be intensified. But Scorpio is a very intense energy. And we've just finished an eclipse energy. Now we're in the second hit. And you all know that I say eclipse energy is intensified. Think of a tornado coming through your energy field, stirring and transforming and bringing everything out to the surface for you. Now with Scorpio, it's going to be deep. Okay, so be aware of that. Scorpio also represents, we can have some subconscious stuff. That's the hidden in betrayal, distrust, betrayal around trust, secrets, criminal activity. It's murky, it's heavy, it's deep. Now, if you go into the subconscious, even about our spiritual transformation, Scorpio is very spiritual, it's very in tune, it's very psychic, okay? It represents the high priestess card, being in touch with, because of the emotions, with the subconscious, which is, and the intuition. So, even spiritual development, you might be going through some massive transformations here. So, and these massive transformations will bring you a purging for a recalibration, okay, into another frequency or transformation. So let's talk about a few little aspects here. We have a Gemini energy in around this moon as well. So communication, be aware of your words, be aware of what you're putting out there, how we use our words. There is a Taurus energy here. Taurus is a bit, tell it how it is, direct, blunt, fixed energy. But the energy I want us to look at here is two things. Around the 10th of May, we have a retrograde. okay? And we've got 3 weeks of that Mercury retrograde, which is a bit bringing lessons, confusions, inconsistencies within yourself or people, places and situations around you. But what it is going to do is close out the past, close out exes, close out old disappointments, closing out. And around that, around the 11th of May, Jupiter moves into Aries, from Pisces into Aries. And that goes to the 28th of October, and then this 12-year cycle happens where Jupiter into Aries, which is Jupiter's expansion. Aries is the warrior moving forward, the courage, so we've got some pretty powerful energy here with the Scorpio energy, the Jupiter going in and expanding Aries, where you want to take action with power, courage, bravery towards your dreams, all right? So we've got a really good breakthrough to the new energy. And as I say that, we have Uranus energy in there as well. Now that seems to be completing, I don't want to get too deep here, and I'm not going to get too into the analytics of it, but it's like an 84-year cycle, okay? Just think of that, and we're breaking new ground on that as well. So think about that energy as well that's going on for you, bringing truth, and Uranus likes to bring truth, freedom, the future, galactic, and travel, so movement, expansion forward. So Uranus is always a little bit unexpected as well. You'll be really wanting to, under these influences, wanting to take action towards your dreams, big thinking, stepping into your power, but it's with an intensity. The feeling is going to be intensified, hence bringing up all the emotions that need to be cleared, transmuted, transcended, all right, within you. Remember, it's all about your growth. It's all about moving you to your North Node. And as I say that, because this eclipse energy around that time, it's actually the energy. So solar eclipse, the energy is at the North Node. This is at the South Node behind it, okay? So which is the past. And this is what it says, collective energy, letting go of the past, letting go of, let's say, groups, associations, conditioning, your deepest shadows, old ways. What else can we say here? Purging, elimination, but basically letting go of a collective past, things you've been attached to, a collective energy that can bring up identity issues for people. Okay, so we've got a lot of that going on, but as I said, all this transformation, you will go through it, and then there will be a recalibration of your energy. This moon is about deep inner healing and transformation, and your deepest shadows and conditioning is what it is trying to transform, basically, and break new ground on and break through in, okay? And it is going to feel with that Aries energy and Jupiter, and Aries is the warrior, it is that energy that you will feel like you can, and you have that courage and spark. And I want to pull some cards because I'm interested if what will come out. So this is big for you guys, really pushing you, another big push towards the North Node into the future. That's what I wanted to bring up. Spirits just come in then. I wanted to bring up something else in this that was just like the energies that are going on. But when I talk about Scorpio, the deep, the dark, the hidden, everything in the shadow will come to light. So here's a message that some of you will like and some of you will not. Whatever's been hidden in the dark will come to light. And this closing out, the energy behind the North Node, the past, the hidden. So if you have been on the, let's say, darker side of energy, or the shadow side of yourself. And if you have achieved anything up until now through manipulation, shadow work, shadow energy work, dark energy work, secrets, codependency through manipulation, coercion, control to control. I didn't want to bring this up. It's secrets, things you thought you could hide. And I can hear people scattering around now trying to hide, you know, if you think you're going to hide the evidence, you're not. This is beyond you. This is part of the closing out. If you've done any of that energy, the universe is now reviewing that. It is above you. I don't care if you're running around trying to hide evidence and make up stories, and none of that's going to work anymore. Retrograde's coming in. Scorpio's revealing and transforming. Eclipse energy is energy beyond you, moves through you from the universe, the higher up, as we call it. We like to speak it. Because with transformation, everything's revealed. Things come to light. So therefore, a lot of karma will now be set in motion. And that's why we tell you not to do or be in that energy. And, you know, not to be in an energy of trying to take something that's not divinely yours or yours by divine right. And lower frequencies, the fears and things that we try and do that and achieve those things in, it takes us into the lower energies. So karma is now going to be reviewed and activated forward, and there'll be nothing you can do about that. So don't waste your energy thinking you can do anything now, because this is also in alignment with 2022 destiny, and also 2023 karma, fate, spiritual contracts. You know, the universe stepping in now, reviewing people's destined paths with a spiritual contract, and we can't override that. Nothing you can do. If you've got a destiny and a spiritual contract with the universe, that will be put in play. And that's why all this is happening. So, just a little side note for those there who probably will do a lot of deep inner reflection on their past actions, on their integrity, on their way they handled themselves or situations or life or whatever. So I had to bring that in there, but let's get a message out about this energy, this lunar eclipse for my collective from Spirit. Let's just see. Lots of spiritual action, Spirit just said to me. There's going to be lots of spiritual action. So that's why I said you can't sort of run around and try and do a clean up or, you know, reverse things, or, you know, what's done is done. You know, there's a lot of spiritual action being taken into the new. So it's sort of like time's run out for that. Yeah, justice. Right, as I talked about that. So this is about contracts, spiritual contracts, balancing dark, light, good, evil, you know, the dark, the light, on and on, yin and yang, feminine and masculine. But we've got the justice card out. Yeah, expansion, look at this. Moving beyond. This is all about transformation. All about transformation. I might just move that out of the way for a second and put that up. 3 of Wands shows me this energy for the collective. You're definitely moving forward. and you're looking forward to something you can grow that can, you know, give to others and flourish and feel nurtured. You know, these cups have flowers growing and blooming in them as well. But it is also about a little bit of nostalgic stuff. So some of you are going to be Scorpio. High Priestess came out under the Justice card. So that just clarifies that little bit of information that I gave you before about the higher up, about contracts now, about karma, karmic debt. And this has been seen by the higher up. There's Akashic Records energy. I hope you haven't interfered with timeline, people's, you know, the lower side of life can be the people who try to manipulate people's destinies. They try to steal energy, light, knowledge, wisdom from people unethically. I'm not talking about ethically kind of learning things, but the way or what you took, or, you know, it's the way you used energy. Spirit just said, tell them it's the way they used their energy. Okay, it's the way you tried to achieve what it was that you were seeking. And now these secrets and these hidden things, they could be hidden to you. You may not have understood your agendas towards something, but you will, okay? Because the justice is now about to be served with karmic balance. Yeah, you're about to get information. You're about to have an epiphany. You are about to get celebration here. You Two of Cups and a Tower and the Lovers. So what we've got here, a very scorpionic energy, I must say, all about the lovers, passions, desires, choices between lovers, directions, paths, you know, that type of energy. We have a Tower here. This is the universe stepping in. And it was funny, I said we've got the Two of Cups on the other side, divine spiritual unions, higher divine spiritual paths with a higher purpose. It's what transformation's about. And in between this is a Tower. So I've got a lot of message to bring out for a lot of the collective, but I'm going to bring a few out. There is definitely spiritual and karmic justice here, guys. There is expansion. There is something you can grow and flourish with. Some of you will be looking behind at the past, being nostalgic, having to look back at something and think about the karma, the justice, the balance, the fairness, the whatever, okay? These secrets are coming out. This is the Scorpio energy, the higher up, the Akashic Records book. Nobody can manipulate this stuff. And people that tell you you can through spell work or energy work is... They're possibly in their ego, and why would you want to do that anyway? Unless you are clearing and transforming someone's energy to raise and vibrate into the light. Anyway, there is information coming, or an idea, or an epiphany, or a revelation. This is a spark of inspiration, of new leaping forward, and you could be revealed some information here, okay? This could be revealing that. Third party is celebration, or the negative aspect of that is we could have some energy coming in here, you know, let's say the toxic side, the lower side, so saboteurs, interferences, all that type of thing. They will be shown. There seems to be a big issue here between whether this is a path, a relationship, higher, lower self, but we've got the Lovers and the Two of Cups here, and we have the Tower in the middle. I'm hearing the Spirit wants me to say higher divine union and taking that path, making a choice. All right. As in what I mean there, higher divine union, sorry, a spiritual. We are making more spiritual choices to transform and move forward. So a lot of people have outgrown a connection here. They've outgrown a connection. The Tower is here. They've outgrown something they're committed to. And there's a Tower here. And they will be making a choice to release burdens. There it is on the bottom. Yep, look at you. Yeah, there's the high court, the higher up, the high council. There's a collaboration here. Justice will be served. This is about reviewing where you need to expand and looking at everything you've got, where you're at, and moving forward. And what we have here is a brand new beginning by the hand of the divine, okay? So fate is stepping in, and then it's followed up by fate stepping in, the high priestess, the higher up, the records, the blueprints, the plans, the higher divine paths now being activated to step in, and they've closed out cycles. They're closing out cycles. 10 of Swords. The information that's coming in, yeah, there's two messages here. It's definitely defining sort of who's interfering and who's giving, who you're receiving from, who's interfering, who's not telling quite the truth, and who's willing to give or following through or being authentic. There's something about authenticity there, and the groups and associations and people that you are attached to. Tell me about 2 of Cups. Card for 2 of Cups. Yeah, a final decision. An Emperor makes a final decision on the 2 of Cups, and this is defending off people, standing up, taking your power back. This is the Aries card. There's the Aries, there's the Jupiter expansion, taking your power back from connections, taking your power back where you've stepped off your spiritual path, taking your power back where you are not transforming, where you are not stepping up into your higher self. That's what this eclipse is all about. That is what the Scorpio transformation is all about. And what have we got for the Tower card, Spirit? The World card, being clear, being focused. Where you were blocked, where you were stuck, I would say you've got very clear focus now. You're moving forward. We've got the World card on the Tower card, 2 major arcanas. This is my tornado coming through right here. Okay, not mine, ours as a collective. Here it is. The universe says, this foundation you've been built on, I'm bringing it down. Where you couldn't, where you wouldn't, I'm bringing it down for you. And here is the reset. Where you couldn't see it, where it wasn't exposed, where it wouldn't grow, where it wouldn't transform, where it was hidden in the dark, I'm going to bring it out, reset it. And it's going to be very clear. Tell me about the Lovers. I tell you, if you think you got away with something that you hid, yeah, there is rejection here. Okay. It could be you rejecting a higher path, a higher spiritual path where you are not willing to see, where you are being stubborn and stuck, where you are not growing. It could be you dealing with issues of rejection. It could be you not listening to the universe, you not taking the advice, vice versa, remember. Passion here, something very fast coming in for you guys. Around the Lovers, around a choice of direction, around a choice of pathways. Yeah, you're taking the new. You're taking the unknown. It's time to move into the unknown and reset the karmic cycle. We've got the World card, Tower card, and then the Fool card. So very fast, there's a passion, there's a desire, there's a drive. That's a fire energy. There's our Aries energy again. You know, coming in, getting ready, getting courageous, taking a leap of faith. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that passion, fire, direction. The communication's there too. Someone's ready to communicate to themselves what their wish fulfillment is. Maybe the Star card is a reward from the universe. It is an upgrade. It is a manifestation. It is about receiving your blessings. Someone's had an epiphany. Someone will find the strength, find the courage. Not someone, you will feel that. This energy will come in for you. You know, some of you may have found exactly who it is, what you want to, and I feel you're going to move towards that. The Star card to me also represents, you know, again, it's the higher up. It is a major arcana. It is about the universe stepping in, not just you, and bringing this information through that needs to come through into the water here, into the universe. Again, what was hidden will come out. I'm being pulled to, victory out of the Hanged Man. So wherever you've been stuck, you are going to get victory out of the Hanged Man and a change of perspective. Hanged Man is also about a change of perspective for you. Let's get some other cards here. So it looks like big revelation here. But you know, the good thing about that is it moves everybody forward. And you know, sometimes truth's not pretty, but it does, it's your biggest transformation, you know. Creative, enthusiastic, motivated. Oh, my words won't come out this morning. Opportunity, creativity, action. Look at this. Creative, action, creativity, opportunity, Ace of Fire. You have the, and the Moon card. There's all the emotion. See, this is about the eclipse energy. You are fire, moon. This is great energy, intuition, illusion, and revelation. So anything that was hidden, anything that you now need to see, this eclipse energy comes in and it hits. And it hits sort of for a few weeks because they're so intense. And then in 6 months, you know, the results, or how you progress in that 6 months is the results. So Ace of Air, that is inspiration, communication, and adjustments. So this fire energy moving forward that I'm seeing in these cards is because anything that was hidden, there is communication. And inspiration comes from that communication that you can make adjustments, all right? Introspection, self-discovery, mentorship, the Hermit. So this is something that was hidden, or you've been hiding, or you haven't been bringing forth. Maybe you want to speak up. I was just about to say maybe you want to speak up or speak out or tell your feelings or emotions to someone. And I got the 10 of Cups here. So here we have the 10 of Cups. Family, love, blessings. So what they're saying here is any of this fire energy, any of this fast action, revealing any emotional things for you, transformation, any communication, anything that was hidden here, Hermit and the Moon card, illusion, delusion, hidden, anything about a soul contract or a destiny that was played with, interfered with, avoided, ignored, whatever. They are moving you towards your 10 of Cups, whatever that is for you. It could be a career path, it could be a way of living, it could be, balance, balance, trying to bring you balance. These energies, as disruptive as they are, actually bring divine order and justice and balance within the system, the grid system. So it's a good thing. We don't feel that when we're going through it. Trust me, none of us feel that. But it is. Yeah, that's as I was getting into that energy of like, we're not going to feel great, but because mistakes, melodrama, and reassessment. That's why it's not going to feel good. That's why we hide stuff, we shadow stuff, we push stuff down, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. That's why we do that. We don't want to look at that stuff. And then, oh, wow. Okay, here's the confirmation of what I was just saying. And I felt it before I said it. That's why I was like, and we're all not liking this. Mistakes, melodrama, resentment. Now that's going to be stuff that was hidden or done in, let's call it toxicity or shadow, or let's call it, you know, the lower vibrational frequency energy that you did or had to, whatever you've done karmically, because then we got karmic justice. And on the bottom of this card it says fairness and the law of karma. And the very first card out was the Justice card. And then we have emotions, relationships, and intuition. So this is definitely going to hit emotions, whether they're just personal or within your relationships or within your spiritual growth and all those relationships and connections and communities. basically what I want to say is the truth is going to be faced here, whether we like it or not. Yeah, communities, truthful, analytical, outspoken, the truth, sword of truth, right as I said it. And that's how spirit, I know that what I bring through for you. I cannot get my words out today, guys. I'm so sorry. It's the Mercury retrograde energy. My words are not functioning. Yeah, there will be some self-doubt and some confusion, but remember, you have free will. And I think that's the power of that Aries energy and Jupiter expansion that's coming in here, because we can self-doubt, we can be confused, and we did mention that in the astrology little notes at the start. You have free will, and free will, we feel courageous, we feel we can push through, we feel we can break free, we feel we've got choices, self-choices. Okay. And Empress, creation, abundance, and action. There you go. Aries is about the new, the I am, the first house, taking action, moving forward, birthing a new cycle here. Remember I said they're taking you to your 10 of Cups. They're balancing out karma now. And that confirms for me what I said in the astrology and the message I got from Spirit. They're planning, partnering up here with the right people, places, situations, partners, careers. As Spirit said, shuffle. Nostalgia, and we had that here with the 6. We have the 6 of Cups here. See, we've got nostalgia here. Twice has come out. This is looking at the past. Now, yep, the universe is going to be looking at your past. That's the karmic law, justice and law. But you are also going to have to face that. But that's, that's okay. And when you are facing that, you're not going to feel quite inspirational, as we said. You're not going to feel innovative or inspiration or charismatic, but that's okay. We've got that Jupiter Aries expansion for you. King of Water, compassionate, understanding, trustworthy, organized, leadership and structure. And I'm going to leave it there because Emperor. So the Emperor makes a final decision. The Emperor is authorities or authoritative decision within yourself, okay? An Emperor takes charge. He decides, she decides what empire they want to build, what empire they want to be committed to, what empire, and has to have an emotional connection to this, a spiritual connection here with the King of Cups. So let's get one of these. Oh, these cards are so slippery. Take some time out to reflect on all this energy, because it is very, very heavy. Because what I've got here is whatever messages are coming through. We have the Fool card here, crossing the line, where you were messing up, connections here. This is just a different message from a different deck of cards. Messing up the connections, you might feel too embarrassed to come forward, messages, that information coming through to you. But what I was more saying is there's a real resistance here. There's been a resistance, Spirit said, and you're now being taken down into that dark night of the soul. So, nurture yourself. The dark night of the soul is not a pretty place to be. And that is a Scorpio energy as well. You could be experiencing massive upheaval within yourself, inner or outer. The help to align with new levels of love within yourselves and your connections that's what's happening. That's what the dark night of the soul is, pushing you through really deep levels within your spiritual self, your heart self, your soul contracts. You know, that none of that is easy. None of it is easy. And it can be a very uncomfortable place to be and a very confusing place to be. So please have compassion for people and empathy at this time and over the next few coming weeks. Yeah, see, where you are emotionally unavailable and you weren't moving on for your highest good. That's why this is coming in this, where you were resistant, this dark night of the soul. All right. Got a few new decks. Haven't really used them, but let's see what comes out. If you feel from that dark night of the soul energy and you're really going through that spiritually, because, you know, we can go through it emotionally, we can go through it mentally and verbally, but when you go through it spiritually, please get some advice from someone who is wise, who has experience, possibly not connected or has an agenda or an outcome with you. Go and seek some other outside advice from someone who has that expertise or experience that can help you solve through those issues, because the connection at this time is necessary. Okay, and that's connection as being to your higher self as well, and enjoy this moment of transformation. As heavy and dark as it is, you know, the other side of that is celebration of this transformation, of this moving through. You've reaped what you've sown. We talked about the karma. Stand up and fight, and stand up and fight for this connection, this higher connection within yourself. Life is not so black and white. So when we go through dark night of the soul and we're looking at, you know, in where things, mistakes we made, excuse me, coulda, shoulda, wouldas, where we may have not transformed or listened to the right people, or, you know, toxicity, lower vibrational stuff. Life's not so black and white. That's why we don't have too much judgment at these times of transformation on ourselves. I mean, face the truth, but, you know, life changes, things change, all right? Transformation. Yeah, whatever was illusionary in your life is definitely going to be exposed here. And there's this there's a message here for some. I don't know where or why this comes in, but I've got to do it because it came out in the cards. Shameless sensuality, life's a juggle, be a curious creature. To me, that's that lower energy where you could have been juggling you, others, life, situations, your transformation. But I really think you're seeing through that and coming out of that. And it is important to sleep and rest, okay? Because anywhere you were blinded by biases, that is going to be revealed and seen through, okay? And in the end, choose love. Choose love of yourself, of your higher self, spiritual love, spiritual connection, the light, the moving forward. We're all going through massive transformations within the universe, within frequencies, within upgrades that we have never been through before. So be kind to yourself and to others at this time. And I just hope this brings you a little bit of understanding, just a little bit of help and support through that. I hope it's helped, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there because I've run out of time. All right, take care and thank you for your support. Bye.